I'm Rob Skinner, and this is the Rob Skinner Podcast. I'm here with Susie and Tang Creel. They lead a youth and family ministry in Auckland, New Zealand that is absolutely cranking. The church in Auckland, New Zealand is 200 disciples, and their ministry is 35 teens on the way to 40. Tim and Susie, you haven't been in the ministry that long, like just almost a year, I guess. What's been the key in helping your youth and family ministry do so well?
I think for me, it's been cultivating a really good relationship between the teen leaders and the parents. It's not effective when we're trying to help teens and the parents aren't doing much, or if the parents are trying to work on a specific thing and the teen leaders don't notice it. And so, yeah, just cultivation of really great relationships between teen leaders and parents has been a massive, massive thing for us.
Yeah. I think for me, I really need to be a sponge. Like, I feel like even right now, I'm feeling a lot of imposter syndrome. So I have to really learn from people. Something I've been really learning to do recently is just ask questions, ask. And um, the person who's training me, Mel Davidowski, she always says the phrase, be annoying. So I need to be annoying with my questions and make sure I'm getting enough training and really being a sponge, not just from Mel, but also from God and from other teen leaders and other people we look up to. So, yeah.
You guys haven't been married that long. You've got a beautiful little baby named Lily. What do you do now that you're in the ministry to stay fired up, to keep growing in a ministry that takes so much out of you, like a teen ministry where they're not giving a lot back to you?
Yes. I think we really enjoy our date nights.
Yeah.
And we love to do little things like we both really enjoy video games. And so even just making sure, like, hey, one night a week, let's play some Mario Kart or Mario Party. Like let's bring that competitive edge and try to beat each other, you know? I think we love that sort of stuff. At least that's what really helps me. But I don't know. What about you?
I think it's helpful. We have his parents in Auckland. So oftentimes we drop off Lily at his parents and then we have our own date night. And, we try not to talk about teens or baby stuff. We just try to be with each other, and even just spending time, spending time as well with God, I think is essential.
You're a licensed electrician and you decided to go into the ministry. What made you to make that decision? What inspired you to decide, I want to go into the ministry?
I think, well, when I was younger, I really wanted to go into the ministry, and my end goal was to become an evangelist and plant a church. And I realized I've got no backup plan. And so I started a trade and I worked as an electrician, and I really fell in love with it. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And after a while, it got to the point where Susie and I were leading the teens ministry just out of service, but I was working 80 hours a week as an electrician. And it would be, I'd work from 6 till 6 or 6 till 7. And then straight after work, I'd go hang out with teens or in a Bible study or get time with Susie. And it was just crazy. And Susie and I started praying, just asking God where he wants us and really drawing our hearts towards where we can be the most effective in the kingdom. And we just both started realizing the 2 or 3 hours a night that we spend doing ministry and service is way more fulfilling and enriching and encouraging than these hours and hours and hours I spend as an electrician, which, I love, but the ministry just called to me in a way that being an electrician didn't. And then also just a love for our people. I think some of the guys and girls in our ministry are honestly like our children. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I would die for a lot of them, all of them. So some of them maybe not.
That's right. To be honest.
No, yeah, definitely not. But yeah, and then we just decided to talk to the Davidowskis and said, look, I think we're ready. We want to give this a go. And we just made it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Before this, I was doing, honestly, like my whole life, I tried to think of what my passion is. I actually, career-wise, I could never think of anything, to be honest. Like, I was like, I could try this, but nothing ever really stuck as much as like, because I grew up in the church and I've been surrounded by this ever since I was a baby. And so I always had this vision of growing old and dying in the church. And so that's the only thing I was ever really truly passionate about. Was like being close to God and being with this like family of people. And yeah, so before this though, I was working as a medical receptionist, and in a way it's very different to ministry. You just clock in, clock out, and your job's done. Whereas ministry is very like your brain has to be switched on 24/7. So it has its challenges, but I think it's definitely like so much more rewarding than just coming home and then it's like, yeah, the job is done.
Tim and Susie, thank you so much, and all the best to you in your work in Auckland.
That's okay.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We really appreciate this. It's such an honor.
And thanks for watching or listening to the Rob Skinner podcast. My goal is to inspire you to live a no regrets life, make this life count, and multiply disciples, leaders, and churches. Have a great day and make this life count.